Hashtag Bad Credit has you locked up? Card a day will bail you out.
Card a day, you ride a day, 'cause we just say yes. Card a day, you ride a day, our deal is the best.
Good credit or bad credit at Card a Day, we say yes. There you go.
Card a day, you ride a day, 'cause we just say yes.
Welcome back to RCW Late Night Wrestling right here on KIT TVA Jonesboro. I think these people make a lot of noise because they are here with me, and I am standing by with the newest member of the RCW roster, the sensational Jamie J from right here in Wynne, Arkansas.
Yeah!
Now, Jamie, you have a big matchup coming up this week. You got Scott Fury one-on-one, you guys. It's no secret that you guys go way back and have had some history in the past. You don't really like each other, but maybe you're going to settle it right here at Farm Fest 2010.
Well, you know, that's the thing about it. It's great to be right here in my hometown. It's great to have my debut match in RCW with Scott Fury. Because like you said, we go way back. We go way back. And you know what? This is a great way for me to get started in RCW.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jamie J, let's say this. We started RCW a couple months ago, and one name we had talked to you about coming in down the road, and I'll tell you what, our phone lines were going off the hook. Our emails were just being overloaded. People saying throughout Northeast Arkansas, we want Jamie J. How do you feel about that, knowing that these people are behind you 110%?
Well, you know what? I don't know if my hearing's got bad or what, but are y'all people behind me?
Yeah!
Hey, let me tell you what, that sounds great. I'm ready to get in here. I'm ready to do this thing, and I want to make each and every one of y'all happy.
Hey, what?
Get out here in the sun.
Hey,
come on! I'm behind you.
Come on!
Make you mad.
Well, apparently Scott Fury, as I'm getting back to the broadcast area here in downtown Wynne for Farm Fest
We're gonna have a
2010
match. I think we're gonna start it a little early. Come on.
annual edition. Here we go. Bell's going to sound. We're not going to have introductions. I can tell you what, though, that man in the ring stomping away at Jamie J. In our card today, feature match of the week is Scott Fury. Of course, thank you to our great friends at Card Today, Mark Crabtree, Craig Stone, for all the great work they do, and they bring you ringside championship wrestling each and every week right here on KIT TVA Jonesboro. But as I mentioned, that young man that jumped Jamie J from behind, Irish Dragon Scott Fury, a man who needs really no introduction to Northeast Arkansas wrestling fans. He's been around for some time, and one of the thorns in his side, as he would tell anyone, is Jamie J, as these two have tried to better each other for many years, and some say Jamie J got the best of Scott, some say Scott got the best of Jamie J, and this week on RCW, we're going to find out who's the better man this week here from Wynne Farm Fest 2010. Jamie J out of that situation now. He grabs a side headlock on Scott Fury, who attacked him from behind during that interview. And I'm not going to lie to you, fans, that phone line has been ringing off the hook. That email box has been overloaded. People wanting to see Jamie J in ringside championship wrestling. We're glad to have him here on the roster. And I tell you what, every time I wake up, it seems like somebody new is joining the crew. We saw last week Rodney Mack returning after a few-week absence, saying that he's ready to start hurting people again. Now you have Jamie J looking to be successful. Scott Fury's with us now. Some of the best talent in professional wrestling is trying to ply their trade right here in RCW. It's a nice hip toss by the sensational Jamie J. Deep arm drag and a drop kick. A deep arm drag, you know, all these guys, they all grew up watching the legendary Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And many of you that may not be familiar with him, that DVD from World Wrestling Entertainment out right now, you can see just what kind of a sensational athlete he was and why some of these guys want to study him. And I tell you what, that is exactly what these guys need to do. Study the greats, improve their game, and take it to a new level here in Ringside Championship Wrestling. A beautiful day at Wynne Farm Fest 2010. A hot day, no doubt about it. It certainly was very, very warm. But be that as it may, it may be warm, but it was fun and exciting out there with Ringside Championship Wrestling. Look forward to maybe being back next year at Farm Fest. As Scott Fury now, oh, wait a second, change of heart. Jamie asking his fans, what do you think? They're all chanting. You can hear them in the background, go Jamie, go. They've kind of found a picked the shadiest part of the area. Some of the vendors that were set up at Farm Fest had little tents and whatnot, so they kind of snuck up under it. That's why you can hear them, but you can't see them. And Scott Fury is saying, look, man, just shake my hand. Oh, and Jamie, I like that. Jamie's saying, forget you, man. You jumped me from behind, and now all of a sudden you're wanting to shake my hand. I don't think so. You can hear the chants of the fans. Go, Jamie, go. This young man has made a mark in the professional wrestling industry over the last several years. Big opportunities for him that have abounded. But again, one of those big thorns in his side is that man right there in the ring, Scott Fury, who doesn't mind telling you he hates Jamie J. It's not about competition, as we saw in our first matchup between 3G Eric Wayne and Dangerous Dan Matthews. With Scott Fury and Jamie J, it's just a total dislike. Crucifix-like pinning combination. I was impressed with Scott Fury as he hangs on to the hammerlock out of it. Thought he was going to get a pinning situation there. Referee Justin Bryson right there getting on Scott Fury, who snuck in a shot right back on that arm during the break. And now he's going to use the ring to his advantage here, twisting Jamie J's arm in the ring ropes, now kicking him. As referee continues to admonish him again. Scott Fury, Jamie J, ringside championship wrestling action, professional wrestling the way it should be. Oh, look at that, just kind of dropped that leg down across, or dropped the arm forward. Stunning maneuver. And now Scott Fury right back to the hammerlock. Looking here for a submission. And now mouthing those fans saying, what do you think about Jamie J now? Interesting.
I'm just telling you.
What do you say, Jamie?
Referee right there, you can hear him asking, what do you say, Jamie? Asking Jamie J if he wants to give it up. I don't think that's going to be the case. The sensational Jamie J tried to roll through, but give Scott Fury credit, he hung on. As I was mentioning, talking about what we saw at the top of the program about last week, and we mentioned Rodney Mack returning to Ringside Championship Wrestling. We also saw Alan Steele victorious 4-0. Hopefully, we'll find out, gotta be sooner or later, find out exactly who he's looking for. Although, Golden Boy Greg Anthony, during the Golden Circle segment, was able to get the answer, but he wouldn't share it with us. And even after the cameras quit rolling, I tried to say, come on, guys, tell the live audience. We won't tell anybody. Of course we won't, but he still wouldn't give us the answer we were looking for. So at this point in time, we remain kind of, I don't know, at a standstill as far as that particular situation is concerned, although we may have to pull it out of Golden Boy Craig Anthony at some point in time. And of course, last week we showed you the closing moments, the last 4 or 5 minutes of what was close to a 30-minute matchup to crown the first ever RCW heavyweight champion. That champion is now John Michael Worthington. Worthington came in, said he was going to be champion, and he proved himself to be right. He is your champion. It's Jamie J now, someone that certainly wants to get in competition for that particular title. Thought he had a break in the action there, or he was going to be able to take control on Scott Fury, but Fury right back at him, give him some credit for staying on top of Jamie J. Irish whip coming up now. No reversal by the sensational one. Elbow catches Scott Fury, floors him down, and now Jamie J going to work with some big right hands on the top of the head. Scooping a slam coming up. Yes. Jamie J's thinking airborne. Again, John Michael, the new champion, but Christian Jacobs so close. I can see some big rematches coming up with those two in the very near future as we see Jamie J go airborne, high cross body. Holds on to the leg, 1, 2. Oh, very close. So close yet so far away, I think. Yeah, Scott Fury raking the eyes now. Irish whip coming up by Scott Fury. Reversal by Jamie J. Pitches him behind there. Oh, catches him with a diamond cutter-like maneuver. He's going to try to roll the man over. Will he have a victory here? 1, 2, 3. That's it!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in his RCW debut, the sensational Jamie J.
The sensational Jamie J. A victor. Another man looking to climb that ladder to face the new RCW champion, John Michael Worthington. On that note, wrestling fans, thank you for joining us this week on RCW Late Night Wrestling. We'll be back right here next week on KAIT, TV at Jonesboro, 12:30. We look forward to seeing you there. More great action next week on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night. Have a great night, everybody.